Hello, EDLT 561 adventurers. Welcome to our course for fall 2016. I'm excited that you're here. I am Susie Bussman, your instructor. And if you scroll down to the bottom of the home page, I've posted a photo there, as well as my contact information through multiple channels. And this information will live at the bottom of whatever home page that is present when you log into the course, because I do change the home page pretty much every week once we get into the content of the course. And you have arrived here, and you can read the introduction here as well as I can, that we are going to be delving into the role of social media in online and blended learning environments through a combination of individual activities as well as collaborative projects. But the important part is that you make it practical and you actually get into critical dialogue with each other and through your reflections. But we'll be looking more at the content of the course when we are actually doing the course orientation, which brings me to our 5 steps to getting started. And we do have a course orientation down here, it's under our dates to have marked on your calendar. I did send out a welcome letter. Hopefully you received it and read it. But next Wednesday, August 24th from 7 to 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, we will have our course orientation. This is required. You can check it out on the course schedule, which is linked here. There are other Connect sessions that are optional. In order to attend any of the Connect sessions, you click on Conferences on the menu. Then they will, whatever's available, open up. Since this is in progress, as noted here, you click by clicking on Join and just enter your name. Or no, I think it just wishes you into the room. With that, back to our home page. And now our 5 steps to getting started. If you are not familiar with Canvas, here are some links to the student orientation, which is a series of videos, and the student guide for using Canvas, because Canvas has great online help resources. The syllabus is linked here, and it is also linked over here. This, as mentioned earlier, this video is about the structure of the course. I did not load the video directly into the course. It is in a Google Doc, so it all takes you to the same place. And we have a graphic schedule because of the fact that you are multitasking, so to speak, or you're doing distributed learning in this course. So you have several things going on, even though you might be in our units. There are layers in this course. So it's more like how you learn with social media. And you can also download this graphic as a PDF. It's linked here. It's kind of hard to see in this small space. And with that, I am going to give a tour of the course guided by our menu over here on the left. I am an instructor who does announcements at a minimum on a weekly basis. And yes, you are looking at the instructor view of the course. So all the announcements that I have mapped out for the semester are loading, and you will not see this when you log into the course, but they will get populated throughout the course. And so here's the first one, Welcome to 561, and this is to help keep you on task, because part of your responsibility in being in an online course is to do your time management. If you haven't set up your notifications in your profile, we'll take a quick look at that at the end so you can be better managers of your time and your tasks. Modules. This course is organized using the module tool. And as you can see, we have a Getting Started module. And then we have these other modules that will get us through till the end of the semester, where we have a final week or 10 days of reflect, share, and respond. Most of our modules, well, I guess I should say the core content modules, affordances, MOOCs, social media exploration, student engagement, and assessment are each 3 weeks long. We have our Getting Started module, which is a little shy of 2 weeks. And then we have these other modules that span a number of weeks of the semester, as you can see by these dates. So that's why you have to be multitasking and managing your time smartly so you work smarter, not harder. And when you get to your modules, you can open and close them very easily using the little caret here. Every module has an overview. And if there is a course orientation that, this is the only one that's required, the other ones are optional for extra credit. So you're welcome or highly recommended that you we go down to affordances, that you mark these optional class meetings. They are always on Wednesday night on your calendar so that you can earn the 5 extra credit points. If that's important to you. If it's not, that's no big deal. If you can't attend any session required or optional in real time, there is a backup assignment. So you can still earn the points. Now, you also have in every module your required readings, if it's a content module, such as here's affordances, required affordances of social media, the readings and viewings. You should start there when you are kicking off your own time in the unit. And as you get more into the course, and work your way through these various modules, you come to the social media exploration, which is where you are in charge of your own learning. If you've taken another OTL course, or particularly if you've taken EDLT 590 with me, assessment and evaluation, this should look pretty familiar. But this is your opportunity to create your own curriculum, your own learning path. But then we bring you back in through student engagement and assessment. But one thing to potentially be thinking about right now is, maybe I want to take a MOOC, because that is an option you have in place of doing the MOOC module itself, because you'll actually be taking a MOOC, and it can be part of your social media exploration plan. So there are lots of choices. Once you get into the unit, there are readings, then we have some dialogues or discussions. Basically, you will be posting pretty much every week to a discussion board. There are a few where you don't, because there's another alternative activity. But that said, we do have some Facebook conversations, because we will be carrying on some of our discussions in a social media context. And then there is usually an activity tied, at least one assignment per se, in addition to the activities that you're working on in conjunction with your readings and discussion. So here is a promising practices inventory, and this is all about your social media explorations. And then you have a learning plan, which is not the same as your social media exploration plan. This is an actual implementation plan for social media in a teaching learning environment. But you'll get more into that as we go into the orientation next week, because this is more about our structure of our course. But there is a somewhat predictable pattern to our content units. And then we have the social media book 2. You may have noticed in the welcome letter, you get to choose your social media book 2, but you are the assignments that go with that have to do with blogging your reflections as you make your way through your book. And then we have some collaborative group activities. And when you get into the actual content of these activities, a couple of them, like the Twitter and the memes, you may have done in another course. And that's why there's 2 choices here, 1 and 1, and here 2 and 2, because I know we don't want to have to do the same assignment again. So that's a quick overview of navigating the structure and how the course is put together within the modules. Now, you can also access anything in the course from on the side in terms of going to individual discussions, and so our pinned discussions, of course, because we're in the getting started part of this adventure is our introductions. And then as discussions come open, they'll be rotated to the top, and as discussions close, they will be closed for comment. And you can also come back to your modules and work your way through the modules. So let me do it with getting started, because you can navigate. So here's the overview and a little mini checklist with some information. And then we break down each of those things on the mini checklist. You should see a rubric either directly embedded in the assignment, if it is an assignment, whereas this is just a page with your readings and viewings, but using obviously these buttons at the bottom to navigate. And any of our discussions, you can see the rubric if you go to the upper right hand corner and open up the rubric per the gear wheel at the top. And I've already posted my introduction. Look forward to reading yours. And you can obviously use your previous and next buttons to flip through assignments in a linear fashion, if that's how you like to learn. If that is how you keep track and manage your time and manage your task, that's perfectly okay. But then, of course, you can also go to the discussions or go to the assignments. Now, the thing about the discussions is you won't know what module it is because they don't allow you to set it up that way, or I haven't tagged them that way. But the assignments are set up such that you can be in a unit and you can see that the assignments are grouped by the unit that it's attached to. And I do believe the dates have been correctly updated per the schedule, because we do have, let's go to syllabus. Yes, the syllabus is open here, and there are 300 points and then extra credit points that can be earned in this assignment. But we also have the not only graphic schedule, we also have a traditional schedule. I highly recommend that you use these resources to help you stay on track. I think I've got, like I said, everything with the correct due date in the correct unit dates. I do have this thing called calendar impairment, but I give it a pretty good once over. So I highly recommend that you use these resources to keep yourself on track. You don't want to get too far behind. And we've already visited conferences, which you'll see as a conference is ended, it will be concluded down here, but you can access the recording down here by clicking on the title. Right now we don't have any recordings. We will be using collaborations, which is why you do need Google Docs. So I will be, obviously, I can see I need to start a couple of collaborations or add them to the course, such that you can do what you need to do on your own time. You will be working in collaborative groups. So here are the people in the course, and I have set up project groups, and they are our fun groups. You are going to be self-selecting a group, but not just because you know the popular kids or you're a nerd or whatever, but because the people that you're going to be partnering with or collaborating with are on the same wavelength as you, either in terms of the types of fun group activities they want to do, as pointed out in that list of collaborative group activities. And you will be doing an activity in the Getting Started unit, which will help you differentiate your the people that are on the same wavelength as you. Of course, there are grades. I'm not going to open the grade book, and you can use chat in this course if that works for you. So that's our quick overview of the structure of the course. Let me do a quick navigation to the notifications. To the notifications, you click on your account, and there it is, notifications, and you can set up your preferences for your notifications through multiple channels. So have at it. This is a great resource. Looking forward to a wonderful